that a root or a fifth? What have you doubled in that chord? Root? Or you doubled the fifth? What's the root? What note? D. We need another D in there. Thank you. That closed position, D, F, and A. That's how you figure that one out. All right, here we wanted an open position. So we're going to be adding an F and a D. We need to have some more spaces. So what's the alpha going to do? D. You can't do the F because that's closed position. So, then what about the four tenors? And that's open position because you could put an A there, you could do something else here. Ideally, the F is here, but you can't put it there, so that's as open as you can do that, yes. The other thing you can do with that is you can drop that if you want to really keep open. You can put the basses way down there, which is at the bottom of the bass range. Doop, 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 which is why it's important to know what are your ranges possible. And that's really open position. Okay, that'll work. Keyboard, what does it look like? You're given what notes? A and D, which is the what degree? The D is the root, A is the what? Fifth. You're hunting for what? Another root and a third, which is a D and a F. We want it in keyboard position. Where's it going to go? Double left. F next. And then D, and there's your answer. Woohoo! Okay, is anybody totally, absolutely confused? I may have a few glazed looks, but follow along here. All right, last little set of it. What do we have here? It's time for coffee. Y'all need to get going here. All right, we're almost at the end. G major chord. This is what degree of the original C? We're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on the 5 chord. All right, what are the notes in the 5 chord? G. Another third? B. B. D. And D. So the notes we're going to have available are G, B, and D. G is the root. B is the third, or third and fifth, who's D. Root, third, and fifth. All right. We're given here what? G, which is the root. All right, so let's go ahead. We need to put in our bass. Okay, what note are we going to use? G. All right, let's use this one. Okay, and they're calling in this case for keyboard spacing, which means it's all going to be up here at the treble clef, right? All right, what notes are we missing now? We've got G and G. What are we missing? B and D. Where are we going to put them? All right, what's just the first one? Above it, but this is the soprano. It's going to have to go below it. Yes, the D and then the B. If the soprano is given, you're not going to build above it. That's a no-no. Sopranos do not like anybody to sing higher than they do. Okay? If you know sopranos, you understand. You know there's a difference between sopranos and a pit bull?
A pit bull's a dog?
Nope. The difference between a soprano and a pit bull is lipstick. Over here, next one. What's in the soprano? B, which is the third. What do we need? What do we have left over? All right, where are you going to put it? Where's the root going to go? The root is what note? A G. Will this work? And then what's below that? The D. Somebody calls it out. Good. Will that work? Yes. All right, here, what do we got? We've got the root and the fifth. What do we need?
Third and the first.
A third and a
First.
root. So what's going to be first note down from the D? B, absolutely correct. And that is what degree on this scale? The B is the third. And that leaves what left over? A G, which is there. Boom, keyboard. All right. Here we go. We're in our very, very top one. We've got the top G and the bottom G. The roots are doubled. What's left to go?
B
The
and
third and the fifth. D. And then B. There's your fifth. There's your third. See how those work? That's not hard, but those are the rules. You can't, if you're doing keyboard, you keep everything up here in the treble clef, and it sounds like. And with the G. Okay, that will not make anybody really terribly excited, but it will get going. All right. Time. We have 2 minutes, or it's time to go? What time is it? Oh, we have 2 minutes. Okay, here we go. Last bit. This is formed out of the A minor, the sixth chord. All right, so what's the root? Root is A. What's the third? C. What's the fifth? E. All right, so we put our root in, which let's arbitrarily use this A. Keyboard is the easiest. We've got an A and an A. What's missing? The C and the E, the third and the fifth. So what are we going to do? What goes in first? E, and then C. That one's done. All right, closed position. A. What do we need? The E and the fifth. All right, so what's going to go where? The E is going to go for the alto, and the C is going to go for the tenor. Is there any other possible solution for that? No, there isn't. You don't have any more note spaces available. That's it. All right, it gets a little trickier when the soprano jumps up to the third. So we now have the root, the third. What's missing? Another root and the fifth. All right, so how do we solve this? This is open position. So if we're doubling that root, it's not going to be here because then there's no room. So the next note down is E. So guess what the alto has to be? E. The alto has to be E. But then if we put the tenors in here, we've got closed position. So what do we have to do to the bass? Move it. Give some more space. Move those dudes down here, okay? Then, A, root, fifth, third. And there's your solution. The last one. Then you can go. All right. Open position. We have the root, the fifth. What's missing? The third and the root. All right. Let's double the root first. What are we going to do? Who gets it? Tenors or the altos? Altos. Tenors. Then wind up with the third, which would be here, and we're going to take the bass down an octave. So you have your root, the double, the third, and the fifth, and it's all in open position because you can put in other notes in between. That root, third, fifth, root, third, fifth, root, third, fifth. That's how you solve these. Figure out what you got, what's left over. There you go. See you Wednesday.
I'm not gonna get it. I'm gonna get it later.